and welcome back to the Electro Lurker. Today I'm just sitting back, lounging out, lying down. It's a pretty nice day outside in Calgary there. It's about, I would say, maybe like mid-20s or so, nice breeze going. So today is just the day to sit back, chill out. Anyway, I know it's been about a week and a half since the last Lurker. Last week I had a cold. And then I was busy with the whole breakdancing thing. So yeah, first I just want to start off by explaining the breakdancing, because some of you are probably wondering why all of a sudden there's a pile of b-boy videos on the channel. And there's more to come too, by the way, because I filmed basically the whole event. So what happened with that is that one of my friends was the photographer for that event. And he told the promoter about like the channel and what I do, so the promoter asked if I could come and film it. And then it turns out basically that the Calgary breakdance community doesn't have a YouTube channel of their own, so the promoter just told me to put it up on my channel, so that's why it's there. But while there's something that went down there that I actually want to talk about that actually relates to Electro. So the judges for this breakdancing event were from a crew called the Original Rudes, and they're basically like the OG b-boy crew in Calgary. And at the end of the event, one of the judges got on the mic and he basically said that in a competition, when you're battling, you shouldn't battle for the judges, you shouldn't battle for anyone else or dance for anyone else, you should only dance for yourself. Because if you dance with someone else in mind, the dance will never progress and will never move forward. Because what he was saying is that, like, you know, when breakdancing first started, people would look at it and be like, yo, what the hell is this guy on the ground doing? And now it's kind of the same thing with Electro. Electro, still outside of Europe, it's pretty in its infant stages. You don't see too much at clubs. So if you worry like what people are thinking or what the judges are thinking, you know, the dance is never going to progress. You just have to get out there and do what you like. And it's actually pretty funny, because like Super Z released a video last week, and when he posted it on Facebook, one of his friends actually was like, yo, you should have learned breakdancing instead. So as you can see, it's kind of like you know, it started out being shunned, now it's accepted, and that's what's going to happen with Electro. But you got to kind of like stick to what you believe in and not worry about what other people are thinking. So I thought that that was really interesting there, really applies to Electro. Now in terms of videos, in Ecuador, they dropped a video of one of their performances on a TV station. And Ecuador is probably the best example of how to take your scene into your own hands. Because like, let's see, there's some Quad G, Milky, and then there's that other guy, I forgot his name. I should have researched it before I filmed this. But anyway, so these three guys, they started a school down in Ecuador. And to my knowledge, this is probably the only regularly occurring school of electro dancing in the entire planet. And like, you know, there's summer camps in like Europe, there's master classes here and there, but there's no regularly occurring school. So that's pretty crazy, because like how many dancers even release tutorials? You know, right now the only tutorials are either from Russia, and they're super like hard to follow. They're either from the Tectonic era or the like old spoke tutorials. So these guys, they actually like went out, they got a venue, they started a school, they started promoting it, they're going on TV promoting it, they made like signs and posters for it. So this really like embodies taking the matters into your own hands and really just getting out there and trying firsthand to build your community. And I think that, you know, this goes back to what Shabba was saying a few weeks ago about like getting together and strengthening the community. Like in Ecuador, they're all trying to push it forward. You don't see any guys releasing all kinds of videos, and like one guy from down here challenging the next guy up here to like some verticam fight, whatever the hell that is. They're all just getting out there, getting on TV, pushing it forward. So I think that a lot of people could really take inspiration from Ecuador. And then finally, last thing I want to talk about today is, of course, the Electro Addict video that came out yesterday. And at this point in time, I fully don't think that any of us can even begin to grasp the effect that this video is going to have. You know, I'm even like myself thinking about it, I can't even like begin to imagine the like ripple effect that this video is going to cause. Because first of all, whenever a French dancer releases a freestyle video, then you know that's something to pay attention to, because they don't usually release like freestyle videos, it's usually battle vids. So this one is Miel and Itchy, who I believe was in Iron Click. They went over to London. I think Trixie filmed it, and from start to finish it's just absolute insanity. And I think the craziest moment is 107, which is this combo that Itchy does, and I think that this combo is going to be like one of the most classic, talked about combos for years to come. It's like, again, going back to skateboarding, a skateboarding reference. Back in the early 90s, Pat Duffy, he did this like double, I think it was either like double or triple kinked rail. He 50-50'd it. And that was like kind of talked about in the skateboarding world for years to come. It became like a turning moment. And I think that 107 in this video from Itchy is going to be a turning moment in Electro. I think this is going to really change a lot of people's perceptions about like what they can do with the dance, where the dance can go, things like that. Also, Miel's part, pretty crazy. Like right off the start, he does this like tutting combo where he goes like this, goes into like some tutting and shit. I think like bringing in stuff like that is really going to change people's perceptions a lot. So definitely one of the most insane videos. Can't even begin to comprehend what's going on in it yet. So yeah, check that out, and I'll be back next week. Hopefully now I can start doing it like regularly occurring times again. So yeah, I'll be back next week. Alright, peace.